tonight in Georgia. Game time is 5 p.m. Viewing parties for all road games of the NLCS will be held at Dodger Stadium in the Centerfield Plaza. The parties will include the opportunities to hit and pitch from the batting and pitching cages and the Dodgers dugout for the art experience. Viewing party tickets cost $70 and include a $20 food and beverage credit. Parking is free. Stadium gates will open 1 hour before game time. And a man in India has received a double life sentence for using a cobra to kill his wife. Officials say the man originally tried to kill the woman with a viper, but that didn't work, so he bought the cobra and starved it to make it more aggressive. The Indian Supreme Court says the murder appears to be part of a growing trend where people use snakes to kill people and then pass it off as an accident. There's a crash on the 605 in Chico Rivera.
And it just got cleared southbound just before Washington Boulevard. This was blocking the carpool lane, everything now out of lanes, but you're stopped from Beverly Boulevard. Agoura Hills to 101 northbound at Liberty Canyon. Crash and car fire blocks the right lane. You're jammed up in Lost Hills. In Woodland Hills, the 101 southbound at Ventura crash on the shoulder. And in Culver City as well, the 405 southbound before Venice took up for a crash off to the right shoulder. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Dave Joseph.
It's a windy one out there today. We'll have more weather next.
When it comes to your identity and keeping it safe, the folks at LifeLock want to make sure that your information stays secure. So let's say during the pandemic, or even now, you're working overtime, you're saving your money, you're paying off your debt, and now some identity thief wants to steal your information. This is why LifeLock by Norton helps monitor your information and alerts you to potential identity threats. And if you do become a victim, a dedicated U.S.-based specialist will be there to help fix it. Now, no one can prevent all identity theft to monitor every transaction, every business. But when identity thieves try to take what's yours, you don't have to take it lying down because there's LifeLock. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE. That's LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE, or call 800-LifeLock, promo code HANDLE. Once again, that's promo code HANDLE for 25% off at LifeLock.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Windy and warm today across the Southland. There's a wind advisory across most of LA County until noon. Sunny skies in the 80s at the beaches, mid-80s to low 90s in metro LA and OC, mid-80s to mid-90s in the inland valleys, and mid-80s to low 90s in the Inland Empire. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler, and there could be some showers at the beginning of next week. Right now it's 66 degrees in San Clemente, 66 in Hacienda Heights, 64 in Sherman Oaks, and 61 in Pasadena. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian Bruman.
Here on a Saturday morning. And phone number 800-520-1534, 800-520-1534. This is the Legal Show. This is our screener. Something's going on with the computer. Can you come over here? Because I don't have lines 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm sure something's happening here. In any case, while Misty's trying to figure this out, I'm one button she pressed. Just one. All I had to do was move the mouse 1/2 inch and just click. Very depressing, I must tell you. I am obviously the dinosaur of all dinosaurs when it comes to technology. I still don't know how cell phones work. How does a phone work without a wire going to the wall? Never been able to figure that out. And I don't know how microphones work. That's why I'm so loud. That I'm the loudest person in the building. So what happens is the engineer, the board operator, Jake, has to pod me all the way down to the very lowest level because I scream at the top of my lungs. Because there are people listening 50 miles away, 100 miles away, and I have to reach those people. And I don't know how microphones work. So, anyway, there's technology for you. Phone number 800-520-1534. And the top of the list of always top of the hour, the best time to call. 800-520-1534. You know, the last few weeks, for some reason, there's been a dearth of phone calls. Don't understand it. Usually we're jammed. So we have two choices here. Actually, three choices. One, you call 800-520-1534. Two, if you don't call, the lines are empty. Here's what you get to listen to. Jake, if you don't mind, this is our default on the show. And we'll do that for half an hour if we have to. There we go. So anyway, there's that. And then the third choice, and it's probably the most entertaining for you, I just begged. I feel great. Well, they're not going to pay me if I don't get any phone calls. What are you doing to me? 800-520-1534 is the number to call. Okay. This is Handle on the Law, marginal legal advice where I tell you you have absolutely no case. Boy, here's a weird one. Yeah, this is out of Chicago. And it's sort of I would say a love triangle, although it's a little different kind of love triangle. There is a former Northwestern University professor who had let's say, a sketchy relationship with his boyfriend, and he's on trial for butchering him during a very twisted sexual fantasy. Wyndham Latham, who happens to be a microbiologist, who is just really well known all over the world for his work on the bubonic plague. He's accused of stabbing his boyfriend, Trenton James Cornell, Duranlo. And what he did, according to, he's going to trial for this. The reason I say they had a really sketchy relationship and there were some issues, anger issues, is because he stabbed him 70 times and decapitated him. That is a problem. That tells you that there was more than just a little altercation. So there was a violent sexual fantasy, and it was supposed to end with Latham and someone else, a guy named Warren, killing each other, but instead they killed Cornell Duranlo, a hairstylist, and the court records show that Warren, the third guy, admitted to covering the hairstylist's mouth and holding him down. Latham stabbed him, and then they ran off in a rented car. And so it's one of those interesting trials. This is a trial, incidentally, that jurors love to do. Usually it's very difficult to get a juror to agree to a fairly lengthy trial. And these tend to be fairly lengthy because the prosecutors take a lot of time putting these together for the right prosecution. And it takes a long time to prepare the case, which is why a lot of these cases 2-3 years before trial. And the defense, if it's a case of public defender, they get a lot of time and a lot of resources. Because, remember that great case out of Germany a few years ago, where there was this crazy guy who ran an ad in a local newspaper asking for men to volunteer, gay men to volunteer, have their penises cut off, and then they both sort of fry up the penis, eat it, and then the guy kills him. No, it's true. I'm not making that up. And 6 men applied. 6 men applied. And one of them he chose, and went ahead and, cut off the penis, and, sauteed it, onions, a little garlic, it wasn't bad, and then they both ate it, and then he killed him. Okay, so much for that. All right, let's take some phone calls. Let's do it. Ron, your turn. Hello, Ron. You're up. What can I do for you?
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm out here, and I have an electric company a major electric company that I've been working with for my time in my house. I paid my bills for a month. All of a sudden the bill doesn't show up. I like to go online and check my account, comes up zero. The next month comes up zero. Then I make phone calls on my phone. When am I supposed to get a bill? Comes up zero.
Yeah, it's a
Never
problem.
gotten a bill.
For how long?
When I researched and talked to them, my last bill was March.
Okay, so it's a while back. All right, about a few months back. So, and you called them up and they say the bill is zero.
They say it's zero. I've talked to several people.
Okay.
One guy actually told me, because I was like, hey, I want to get this straight. I don't want to send money and have it go to some strange account. He's like, well, no, you won't have to pay more than 2 or 3 months back. We can't even charge you for like way back.
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, you owe the money, and they normally go back. All you can do is email them to put this in writing, Ron. You have to show that you contacted them, and keep on saying my bill is zero. What's going on? My bill is zero. My bill is zero. So at some point they're going to do an audit. At some point, all the numbers, they figure out what the year's revenue was, etc. And they're going to contact you, and you're going to owe 6 months worth of bills. And then you get to say, and they want it all at one time, by the way, Ron. That's the electric company. God bless you. So you get to then say, hey, I kept on telling you, I want to pay my back bill over the course of a year or over the course of 18 months and just start negotiating the help. Problem is, you're dealing with the electric company, a utility, that can simply cut you off in 30 seconds.
Right.
No money, no electricity.
It's a citywide
Yeah,
thing.
well, okay, then you do. That's all you can do. You keep on, you send emails, and I would do it like every couple of weeks, the same email. So you don't have to, all you do is press send, and see what you can do on that one. But you're using the electricity, you owe the money. What these bastards do, they discover you owe the money, then they call you, oh, you owe $4,000. We want the check by next week. And if not, you get your power shut off. Then you start begging. Then you start whimpering. Then you go up the ladder. Then you say, then what you do is get them to feel sorry for you. Oh, my best dog just died. I have cancer. My leg was amputated. My wheelchair just broke. The wheel flew off. And, please give me a break. And that's all you can do. This is Handle on the Law. And let's check in with Brian Baruman in the KFI News Center.
Well, crews are working on fixing a water main that broke overnight on Culver Boulevard in Marina Del Rey. DWP says water service may not be back in the area until the afternoon. It's less than 48 hours until the deadline for the IATSE union to reach a contract with TV and film producers. A strike will begin Monday morning at 12:01 a.m. if they don't reach an agreement. And there's been an outbreak of canine flu at the West Valley Animal Shelter in Chatsworth. Animals are being quarantined, but adoption services are still on. We'll have a look at the 101 next.
Are you one of those people that are frightened of going to the dentist? Dental anxiety. You're just scared to death. And what do you do about that? Well, let me suggest on the Dr. Cunning and the Cunning Dental Clinic. And here's why. Dr. Cunning started his practice 52 years ago, and he still practices dentistry full time. He's in his late 80s. What a guy, and one of my heroes. And since day one, he's been dealing with people that have the severe dental anxiety. And here's how he does it. Great bedside or chairside manner. And then he offers this twilight sleep, which sort of knocks you out, you get high, you have to pay for that. Or full anesthesia, so you're just out. Years, decades of neglect can be repaired in 1 or 2 appointments. You literally wake up to, well, a great new smile, your teeth are fixed. They do dental implants and crowns and root canals and smile makeovers. I mean, they do it all. Right now, until November 30th, $1,500 off major treatments. No money down payment plans. Call for details. Restrictions apply. And $100 off Zoom teeth whitening, and it all expires November 30th. Call 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE.
We're looking at a crash on the 101 in Agora Hills.
It's north on that Liberty Canyon Road. This crash has just cleared from lanes. Traffic, though, still recovering. You're slow from about Lost Hills Road. Boyle Heights, you've got a crash working on the 5 northbound before Mission Road. Watch for activity there. Crash cleared in Pico Rivera, the 605 southbound before Washington. Everything out of lanes. The traffic slow as you go through the scene. And through the Cajon Pass, the 15 northbound after Kenwood. The right lane is blocked there. You've got a brush fire on the right shoulder. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Dave Joseph.
This report is sponsored by Southern California Edison. Southern California Edison wants you to know that downed wires are dangerous. Never approach or touch a downed wire or anything in contact with it. Stay away and call 911. Stay alert, stay safe. Learn more at SCE.com/stay-safe.
When it comes to your identity and keeping it safe, the folks at LifeLock want to make sure that your information stays secure. So let's say during the pandemic, or even now, you're working overtime, you're saving your money, you're paying off your debt, and now some identity thief wants to steal your information. This is why LifeLock by Norton helps monitor your information and alerts you to potential identity threats. And if you do become a victim, a dedicated U.S.-based specialist will be there to help fix it. Now, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction, every business. But when identity thieves try to take what's yours, you don't have to take it lying down because there's a lifelock. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE. That's LifeLock.com, promo code HANDLE, or call 800-LifeLock, promo code HANDLE. Once again, that's promo code HANDLE for 25% off at LifeLock.com.
Here's a fact. COVID hospitalizations of young people have tripled since the start of summer. Also a fact. Vaccines are highly effective in preventing hospitalizations and deaths, even from the Delta variant. If you've got questions about COVID vaccines, talk to a doctor, because our kids are irreplaceable. We can do this. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
There's a lot of confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID, with guidelines and regulations changing by the week. One thing is certain, you need an accurate thermometer for your family to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Only the Exogen Temporal Scanner thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have no scientific studies behind them and can miss the fevers that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exogen.com.
Are you suffering with nerve pain and numbness in your back, legs, and feet? Do you suffer from leg cramping, sciatica pain, pain when you walk, prickling or tingling sensations in your hands and feet? Have you tried all of the pain treatments, the shots, the pills, yet you are still suffering with chronic pain caused by peripheral neuropathy, spinal stenosis, or a failed back surgery? Here is good news from Dr. Philip Yu, founder of the 21st Century Pain Institute. You may now have hope of reducing or even eliminating your pain with new non-surgical options, like the new laser-guided stem cell therapy, which is helping millions with pain-free. If you're in pain, be one of the next 27 callers and receive Dr. Yu's special back, legs, and foot exam. Regularly $375, but only $97 if you are one of the first 27 callers. If you are in pain, grab your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say, pain-free. To receive the special $97 back, leg, and foot exam, grab your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say, pain-free. On your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say, pain-free.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. So, you're ready to build your dream kitchen. Okay, what's your first move? I'm going to say it should be a totally free in-showroom consultation with my friends at the Kitchen Store. That means you get two things right out of the gate. The creativity and the wisdom of an expert kitchen designer, while you're being flooded with inspiration in the Kitchen Store's 7,000 square foot cabinet design showroom. The Kitchen Store is right off the 405 in Culver City, and for more than 50 years, it has been the best place for kitchen cabinets in all of Southern California. State-of-the-art computer design, 12 months same as cash financing, and pricing that beats the big box home centers. So start your new kitchen right. Set up your free consultation today by dialing 310-KITCHEN. That's 310-KITCHEN, and check out the Kitchen Store on the web at 310kitchen.com.
Most Californians live within 30 miles from an active fault, and earthquakes can happen anywhere and any time in the Golden State. So, do you know how to protect yourself when an earthquake strikes? Make sure your home
workplace, school, and community are planning to practice how to drop, cover, and hold on during the Great Shakeout. Get prepared and worry less. Join us for the Great Shakeout. This message is brought to you by StrengthenMyHouse.com. Shakeout Day is October 21st.
Hi, my name is Ellie Ortiz, and I'm the owner of Laguna Legal. Laguna Legal has been providing excellent personal care to our customers since 1998. Most people don't want to use an expensive attorney, and they end up using an online service which offers zero guidance. We are the solution you have been looking for. Laguna Legal specializes in making the process of legal paperwork smooth, simple, and affordable. With our help, you can get a complete estate plan for $950. Laguna Legal also specializes in divorce mediation, setting up corporations, electronically recording deeds, and so much more. Call us. We would love to be your go-to source for all your legal document needs. Our phone number is easy to remember, 8777-LAGUNA. That's 8777-LAGUNA. Or visit our website, lagunalegalhealth.com.
The employees of Laguna Legal are not attorneys who cannot give legal advice. They are bonded and certified legal document assistants. Laguna Legal works closely with several attorneys who can give you the legal advice you need. Call 877-7-LAGUNA.
Let's get to know KFI's Employee of the Month.
Hello, how's it going?
Victor Wright.
I am the producer of the Daily Dive podcast. I did stand up for a year and a half. Whenever I tried doing a joke tailored to the audience, where I'm like, these stupid idiots will like this, it never worked. But anytime I kind of went left field, that's when people really started relating. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
Congratulations to Victor Wright, KFI's October 2021 Employee of the Month. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk.
If you're injured and need a lawyer,
Go to handleonthelaw.com. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk.
welcome back. On a Saturday, Bill Handel here. It's right up until 11 o'clock, where Leo Laporte, tech guy, comes aboard. 2 o'clock, 2 to 5. It's Neil Saavedra with the Sport Report, all things food. Back we go, more Handel on the law, marginal legal advice. Hello, Rick. You're up. Hello, Rick.
Hey, I've been living at this house for like 20 years, and half of that time we had the trash service where they came down with 3 different trucks and teared up the road every week. And so I made a deal that the neighbor who kind of ends up maintaining this road, lucky for me, he complained about his pavement getting torn up, and so I did the neighborly thing, and I've been transporting my cans down to the ball field a half a mile away every week, and
Whoa! Wait! You've been transporting your trash cans a half a mile for the trash truck to pick up the trash?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I'm a little aggressive, maybe quarter mile, but you know,
yeah, I don't know who would do that. Does he have like pictures of you with ghosts or something?
Well, you know, they got me all freaked out with his easement because we use a big driveway and we use it for fire trucks.
Yeah, okay, all right. And who owns the driveway? Who owns the land?
I think we cut across their property, so I've been throwing this term around for years because they'll come and threaten.
Yeah, okay.
Prescriptive easement.
Right, that's a prescriptive easement. If that's been going on for 20 years, it's a constructive easement is that what it is. It's been going on for so long, it's basically been grandfathered in. And you let him know, hey, this is grandfathered in. If we go to court, you're going to lose. And you're going to pay attorney's fees on top of that. You got him, Rick. You can't stop the truck from coming up. No. And the issue is not you are at fault. You're not. If he has a bitch, he goes to the garbage company. He says, hey, you're tearing up the...
That's what he did.
Okay, and what do they do? And what do they do?
Biggie.
What do they do?
They stopped coming. They're afraid to death of coming on his driveway and having problems because he and all his powers said, thou shalt not drive your...
All right, I got it. Rick, you got to go to court and get a court order. Or convince the garbage company to go up there. I mean, that's it. You have to sue and have a judge say, Nope, neighbor, you have
That's
to...
funny, I went right on my way. I even had lined up a smaller truck with one axle, so it'd be easier
Okay, and
on
he
the
still,
street.
and by the way, that makes you even look better in front of the court. So, you know, you have him, but it's one of those things where, what do? You have to go to court. You have no choice, unfortunately, unless you want to pay him off or scream at him, or threaten him, and he's more afraid of you than you are of him. Hey, Ben, you're up. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
I have an apartment, and then this apartment I have a problem with two tenants. One of the tenants is accusing the other tenant that he's showing the middle finger, and the other tenant saying that this first tenant putting garbage in front of my apartment.
Okay.
And I have given a notice for them to follow the rules of the apartment, do not bother each other, and every day they have the problem.
Well, that's their problem. Ben, that's their problem. By the way, flipping someone off with a middle finger is, that's no big deal. By the way, where are you from?
Iran.
Iran. Which finger do they use to flip people off in Iran? I know it's not the index finger. Is it some other finger?
No, it's a thumb finger.
Thumb finger. There you go. Where we're okay here, and in Iran, you can't do that. All right. Just to let you know, I'm from Brazil, and we have the OK sign. You know, the O, you put your index finger on your thumb. In Portuguese in Brazil, that means basically shove it where the sun don't shine. I love that. All right, so middle finger, and the other one is putting garbage on. Well, you got a choice. And you live where? Yeah, I'm assuming you live in California, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you can't. You have the basis to evict the garbage guy, not the guy who is flipping off the other one. Because that's a First Amendment issue. You're just allowed to do that. But the garbage is a different situation. So he's open for eviction. Problem is, until January, you can't evict him. So they're going to have to work it out themselves and let him know, hey guys, one of you is going to be leaving January 1st. So stop with the garbage, and you tell the guy who is the flippee, who is getting flipped off, say, so what? He's flipping you the finger. Now the garbage guy, that's an issue because you don't want garbage in front of your door. But the middle finger being being shown, Bill, what's the big deal, man? The guy is.
You don't have any document. I'll say go ahead.
No, they don't have any documentation. It doesn't matter.
What can I do? Should I put a camera in front of the...
Oh, yeah, you can do that. You're allowed to put a camera there. Sure, it is common space. It's the hallway. It's the entry, right? Yeah, you can put a camera there. Sure. Iran. Thumbs up. That's the problem, isn't it? Okay. This is Handle on the Law. Let's stick in with Brian Baruman. Brian.
Well, Karen Bass is going to kick off her campaign for L.A. mayor at the Los Angeles Trade Tech College with comedian Tiffany Haddish. Bass says she'll make addressing homelessness and issues in the foster care system key points in her campaign. She founded the L.A.-based National Foster Youth Institute in 2012 to advocate for hundreds of thousands of foster youth in the nation, and she's been a member of the House since 2011. Travelers flying out of LAX will soon have over 4,000 more parking spots to choose from. The airport has announced that a brand new structure is going to open on Tuesday. The airport CEO Justin Urbacci says travelers can pre-book their parking online at the new facility.
And this new economy parking facility comes with game-changing features that will elevate the parking experience here at LAX and provides a window to our fully reimagined and digital airport that is coming.
And Urbacci says in the future, travelers are going to be able to reserve parking spots everywhere at the airport. The American Trucking Association says before the pandemic, the industry was short 60,000 drivers, and that number has only gone up, and that's causing supply chain problems. ABC's Phil LaPoff says Port Elizabeth, New Jersey, is home to one of the largest shipping terminals on the East Coast.
Big retailers are actually chartering their own ships to stock shelves for the holidays. Already, Americans are paying more for eggs and meat, both costing 12% more than just a year ago. Everything from children's shoes to furniture up from last year.
And that same problem is going on here at the Port of LA. President Biden said this week that the port's going to be operating 24/7 now to help with the backup of shipments in the ocean. A wizard in New Zealand is out of a job. An 88-year-old man has held the title of official minister of the mystical realm for more than 20 years, but he's been laid off by the city of Christchurch because of comments he made about women. The wizard says he'll continue his wizardly duties even if he's not getting paid anymore. The city gave the wizard a salary of about $11,000 a year. There's a stall on the 605 in Pico Rivera.
Northbound before Beverly Boulevard, that stall blocks the second lane from the left. You're stopped to go from Washington Boulevard. Boyle Heights, the 5 southbound. After the 510 split, you've got a crash in the 2-middle lane. In Elysian Park, northbound side of the 110 at the 5. A crash blocks the left lane of the transition to the 5 north. And a stall in Tarzana on the 101 northbound before Tampa. The left lane is blocked. You're still from Burbank Boulevard. Wi-Fi in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Dave Joseph.
The Medicare annual enrollment period, well, it's now here. It's open. And navigating Medicare, that can simply be overwhelming. Why? Because every plan is different. They change every year, and sometimes significantly. And you have a unique situation and budget. You're just different from your neighbor. AGA Medicare Options will compare most of the major plans at once at no cost to you. They'll help you find plans that are accepted by your physicians, cover your medications at the lowest out-of-pocket cost, and even if you're already on Medicare, or you're about to go on Medicare, set up a free benefit review from AGA to ensure you're still on the best plan, or will be, and it's absolutely free. Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say the keyword My Medicare. That's pound 250 on the cell, say My Medicare, or visit AGAMedicareOptions.com. That's AGAMedicareOptions.com.
Southside weather from KFI. There's a wind advisory across most of LA County until noon. Sunny skies in the 80s at the beaches, mid-80s to low 90s in Metro LA and OC, mid-80s to mid-90s in the Inland Valleys, and mid-80s to low 90s in the Inland Empire. We lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian Bruman.
I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki from 1-800-NO-COPS. Can you do the alphabet backwards? Z-Y-X-W-V. Yeah, try doing that by the side of the road. So if you get pulled over, don't wing it. Call us at 1-800-NO-COPS.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions, and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
Are you still driving around with that check engine light on? AMCO will read and report the trouble codes on your vehicle for free. Call them today.
That's AMCO, AA, MCO.
Join City of Hope's Walk for Hope on Sunday, November 7th. Register and fundraise at walkforhope.org to support City of Hope's Women's Cancer Program. Cancer doesn't stop, and neither does City of Hope. Register today at walkforhope.org.
Unclog your drain for only $77 with Rooter Hero.
Wouldn't it be grand to suddenly have a grand in your hand? Yes. I know. It was a rhetorical question. Listen to win $1,000. Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. When you hear the keyword, text it in for your chance to pocket $1,000. Get a grand in your hand from KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
KFI, Bill Handel here on a Saturday morning, and welcome back to Handel on the Law, Marginal Legal Advice. Bill! Hello, Bill.
Good morning, Bill.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I have an electric hybrid, and the battery died about 2 months ago, and it's been at the dealer ever since.
Yeah.
They keep telling me that they can't get a replacement battery for it, that it's on back order,
Yes.
and so forth.
Yeah.
Just wondering if I have any options here or recourse
Yeah, well,
with the dealer.
yeah, well, not with the dealer. I mean, the dealer didn't do anything wrong. And certainly with the manufacturer, because I'll tell you exactly, I know where your battery is. It's sitting on a ship in LA or Long Beach Harbor, waiting to come in and offload it, because there's 80, as of I think a few days ago, 81 container ships in the harbor waiting to unload. And then when they do unload, there are no truck drivers to take the goods to the destination point. So the problem is, you have to argue breach of contract. What did the dealer do wrong? He ordered it, it's back ordered. The manufacturer put it on a ship, and it's tough. Now, yeah, you can't. I would even argue that the factory in China didn't. I assume it comes from Japan. Didn't do anything wrong. Even if it's made in the United States, there's parts that they have to get. Man, I don't know. Everybody's trying, Bill. Everybody's trying. And so you file a lawsuit, and you're in front of a judge. And what is the judge going to do? Who pays you? The dealership, the port of Long Beach or Los Angeles, because they can't operate the ships. Well, they're saying there are no truck drivers. They're saying there are too many ships out there. They're saying it's a supply chain. I mean, you're stuck like everybody else. The problem is that it's your car.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. I know I have female friends that are trying to get batteries. I'm not going to tell you what they need those batteries for, but those are back ordered too. So unfortunately, you sort of have to live with it, and they have to live with it. So that's the problem. All right, Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
I have an easy question where they're claiming overpayment.
Yes.
And I've kind of been researching and trying to take care of it on my own, but if I could explain to you how it happened and
sure.
just the insight. This was back in November of 2018, and I had been on unemployment. I got hired, had a start date of November 4th, but the company was kind enough to retroactivate my insurance to the end of October. But that end of October was still within the time I was getting paid by EDD, and I didn't get paid at that new job until like 2 weeks after November 4th.
Right.
So I'm wondering how, is that